Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is June 29th, 2018, and today is Friday morning. So looking at the economic events of the day, starting out this morning, current account coming out of United Kingdom, and that's going to be at 10:30 South African time, followed by a monthly GDP number coming out of Canada. That's a gross domestic product number that's coming out. And then lastly, at 4:30 South African time, Bank of Canada Business Outlook Survey coming out. Okay, so not major numbers coming out later today, but just, if there are any surprises, you do want to be aware of it. Lots happening in the markets, and let's take a look. So it looks like the dollar has finally capitulated on its strength side. Most of the major pairs solidifying at a support level. We're looking here at the Euro USD, and as you can see, we've pretty much bottomed out on this massive sell-off that we had starting from 125 down to 115. We bounced yesterday from 115.70-ish level up to 116.50-ish level, excuse me, and massive rally there, almost 100 pips altogether. So, we mentioned this yesterday that it was really a very important point for us to be either we were going to break down further, but we wanted to see some velocity, which we didn't get, and sure enough, we finally got that bounce that we were looking for. Now, this happened across the board, but not with as much velocity. I do believe that we will be trading between the 117-ish level and 115-ish level until we somehow have some sort of external news that's going to take us either, further down or further up or further correctional move, as the ranges may continue to increase. Okay, but looking at the GBP USD, you see that we've got a little bit of a bounce here. We're looking at a daily chart. Okay, now we're looking at a 4-hour chart, but really nothing to write home about. So let's just jump to the daily chart again. And you can see that, we're really flirting with the bottom of this range, but not, breaking lower, but not really having a massive, move upwards, which means to say that the short sellers are still there. They're not covering their shorts, okay, which may imply that it could further go down as we continue trading throughout the summer session. So just be aware of that. Now, looking at the Swiss franc, we got that trading range that we were looking for, and it's pretty much confirmed right now for the short term. On the upper range, 99,940, as you can see, and the lower range, 98.70. So beautiful range to be in. Definitely sell short the top of the move right here with a stop loss right above it, and look to buy the bottom of the move to cover the shorts and to flip it up on the other side. So really a great trading range for us to be in order to maximize there. Looking at the Rand, okay, Rand pretty much capitulated yesterday, and we hit almost 1390, as you can see here. We look like we're making a double top. Now, really very significant here, 1363 as support level and 1345. What I believe will happen is that we'll continue trading in this range between the 1390-ish level and the 1350-ish level, as we continue trading. However, if we do break somehow, okay, 1350, then obviously we could see a further correction down to the 1312-ish level, okay? But however, as you can see right here, we're just finding a new range that we're at, from our correctional move from the 1180, 1190-ish level where we were right after the announcement of the ANC elections, right? So just take that into consideration that we have made a correctional move in the Rand. Like looking at the Aussie USD as well, solidifying here at 73.41-ish level and just bouncing off of it right here, as you can see. So it looks for the short term, we've hit like a bottom, okay, if you will, for at least the short term. As you can see, we've tested this level before on this downwards section. Looking at the Japanese yen, this is really very important because we've hit this level before, 110 on the upside here, getting weaker versus the dollar, and if we don't break this up higher, we could see a correctional move on the downside. So let's see if we do get that, but as well, if we do get a correctional move, we could get to the 111-ish level. Okay, so that's something to consider as we continue trading in the Japanese yen. Looking at the USD CAD, also a correctional move yesterday, 133.70-ish level and correcting down to the 132-ish level. So let's look at a 1-hour chart. You could see that 4-hour chart, you could see that correctional move a little bit clearer. And the question is that are we going to continue this correctional move moving into today? So that's what I would be looking for. A little bit of some velocity, some momentum on the downside, getting stronger versus the dollar. Looking at oil, okay, we had a massive day yesterday. We made new highs for the year. 73.24-ish is where we're settling right now. Okay, we hit as high as 74 yesterday. Altogether, okay, it's breaking out higher. Okay, and it's breaking out higher with some momentum. And with that said, you could expect it to even go higher there, maybe into the 80, 75, 45-ish level, further up as we continue trading. Now, looking at gold, as you can see, we're very weak at gold. Okay, just selling off here, 1249, just trickling down every few days. We move a couple dollars on the downside, but not really getting that massive sell-off that we're accustomed to with the gold. Okay, so altogether, we're really coming close to this bottom level of 1245. If we do breach it, we could definitely see maybe come closer to the low 1200s, maybe 1210-ish level. So that's something to keep an eye out, as this continues to trade. Looking at the Dow Jones and the other indices, we pretty much look like we bottomed out, okay, as expected. We were selling off the entire week, almost 1,200 points on the Dow Jones. That's a massive retracement. But as you can see, we look like we're really capitulated yesterday, making that double bottom. Looking at the DAX as well, getting very volatile here at support level, and that's usually an indication that we're taking it a little bit more serious, as this our traders are really queuing into this and seeing any sort of indication that it may go further down or it may solidify here. So it's really an important point to really be in. Now, another point to really make here is Bitcoin. As we mentioned, we've been following this for the past couple of weeks, really just hitting this Fibonacci level at the bottom of this range and then finally breaking it earlier this week, and then just really teasing you right here. It didn't really go and continue selling off, and now it's just trickling down to 58.27-ish level. Okay, so altogether it's weak. Okay, it might not go just right away. You got to keep it, you got to hold on to it a little bit longer, but altogether it's been very, very weak. So I do expect it to continue selling off here, because really there's not much of a bottom here up until you get into the 4,000 level, 3,000 level, as we've hit those areas back in January before the massive rally that we had going into the stratosphere of 14,000, 20,000 on the Bitcoin. So that's something to keep of note today, and take a look at that. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.